Hey guys, what's up? It's KD Forex here, back with another video. This one's quite exciting because I've got a new series that's going to be coming out for you guys. It's called Road to 400k Funded. If you've been following me on Insta, you will have seen me already talking about this. If you don't already follow me on Insta, then the link will be in the bio just below this video. But yeah, so more or less, if you or don't already know, that it will be me trying to get 400k funded. So obviously these prop firm trading companies, they're offering up to 400k each. Obviously this year's gone pretty well for me in terms of trading, so I've been making a good amount of money, but realistically now what I want to do in order to level up a little bit faster, you could say, is I want to get 400k funded by the end of this year hopefully, or even if it takes a little bit longer, I don't mind too much. But yeah, get 400k funded and then really start to change my life and level up really, and yeah, maybe even get more funded, who knows, but we'll see how we go. But in this series, basically what we're going to do is I'm going to keep breaking down all the trades that I'm taking each week, let you know how I'm getting on, how my emotions are, basically all of the feelings around it. Obviously I'm going to do weekly trade breakdowns as well, just to show you exactly what I'm looking at, what I've been taking, and how basically I made money from the market or how I lost it. So let's get straight into it then. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get straight onto the charts and I'm going to show you the first two trades, or the first three trades, sorry, that I took this week. Because I only actually took 3 trades this week. NFP week, you know, it's a slow week usually, or it's a little bit hard to find setups. But yeah, let me show you exactly what I was looking at. So the first trade that I took was on the Monday. So Monday the 3rd, so when I came to the market, originally, sometimes when I'm marking my zones, I trade supply and demand, if you don't know, by the way. So the first zone that I saw, used the last 2 candles, price came down to this area, if you can see. So we were like this. I'm going to do it in replay mode because then I can show you. So we had this, it was above the 200 MA. Obviously it broke this little bit of structure. We were hoping it was going to break this structure first, but unfortunately it didn't happen. So we more or less got in here, and then we were trying to hold for a 1-to-1 just to get off to a good start on the account. Let me just show you. I mean, that's about right, but I just want to show you it basically almost hit my TP, but not quite. Let's see, is that the one? I mean, that seems a bit off, doesn't it? All right, one more up, there we go. So yeah, there we go, we've got it as a 1-to-1. So let's see what happened as we're going forward. So price come up, I think I was in profit about like 350, 400 almost, and then unfortunately price came down. But when price actually got down to here, I'm going to show the trade up here. I actually got out of the trade early, so some people would have held on to this and hoped that it would have continued their way, but obviously it came back down. Or maybe I got out here, actually, sorry, maybe it did go back up because I let this happen and then it came back up and then almost hit my TP again, but then came down. So obviously I got out. I think I lost about 350 on it, which is okay. Obviously better than a full loss, but then I want to show you something. So if we lower this zone to here, so if you don't use the last 2 candles, and then this one actually touches the 200 EMA as well, which for me is a little bit of a extra confluence. So let me show you. Yeah, we got in there. We got in there. So then we were aiming for 1-to-1. Obviously it did hit 1-to-1, but because, oh wait, actually, I think price moved a bit quickly, so we got in a little bit late. So I will put the trade up here again. But yeah, we got in a little bit late. Anyway, we were looking for a 2-to-1 because we'd already lost almost 1% already. So we were just trying to make up for the losses that we already had. And let me just show you what happened. So price actually came all the way down to here. But another thing that I do when I'm trading is I twin trade. So I think it was about here where I got in with the second trade. And then I actually only held for like I think it was like to here, because I think I got like 600 and something and then 900 on this. But let me quickly tell you about this. So if you don't already know this, this will be very helpful for your trading. So the way that I twin trade, so obviously I'm risking 1% on each of my trades when I'm placing a trade. So 1%, it will open up to a certain lot size using my risk management tool. So it'll open up a certain lot size, and then when it opens a certain lot size, if price comes back to this area, so say I'm risking 1%, and then it comes back 0.75 of a percent to like here, 0.75%, and then I open another position with the same lot size, with the same stop loss. Instead of risking a whole another percent, it only risks 0.25%, and then it gives me basically the 1-to-1 plus whatever else. So it would be like a 1.25 risk for, I think I made 3% eventually on this trade. I'm going to put the trade up there. Said I was going to do it earlier, but I'm going to leave it for this bit just because this is the important time to show it. So my re-entries paid me. So obviously I lost on the first one, made about 1.5 on the second one, and then obviously we're up 2% on the account. Feeling good. So let's get out of repay mode again, and then let me just break down the other trade that I took. So let me just show you what I was looking at here. So once again, supply and demand. Obviously we've got our zone drawn. Reasons for the zone being drawn is we have a small gap here, and then price came down and it touched into my area after obviously breaking. So it broke this structure, obviously ideally we would want it to break that structure, but you know, you could say there was a break structure there, and there, but obviously we only want significant ones. So it looked as though it was about to break the area, but anyway, after having the two breaker structures with it, the 200 EMA being below, it's nowhere near the yesterday's high or low, so that is no worry to me. But yeah, so on this one, we actually had it set up for a 1-to-2. So I actually didn't notice when I opened the trade, which is bad trading on my part, but GJ normally reacts well with news anyway. But there was some news happening. I don't know if it was orange folder or red folder. If it's orange folder, I'm not too fussed about it. If it was red folder, it wouldn't have been great. I try not to open my trades around red folder news, just because you know how the market can move a little bit faster than usual. But anyway, so we got in, price moved up so quick, so obviously, boom, hit my TP, but it didn't get me out. So I was up about like 1.4k, so it got to about, I don't know where it was, like up here, 1.4k, but then it came back down and ended up getting me out for like 850. I'm going to put the trade up here again, which is a little bit weird. I don't know if it was just Truth Forex Fund's server not working properly or something, because I was actually trying to manual close it as well, but it didn't get me out. I'm not really sure why that was. Very strange. That's actually not really happened to me before, where I haven't been able to get out of the trade quick enough. Usually as soon as I press the X, I'm out of the trade immediately, but on this occasion it didn't happen. So obviously, but we're still happy though, because usually we're going for a 1-to-1. We actually made a little bit extra on this, so we ended up being up about 3.5% in the week overall. I'm just going to show you on the True Forex Fund dashboard, just so you can see that I'm being transparent. So the two trades that I said I took on the 3rd, so 417, obviously I said 350, but with the charges basically, and then obviously 1.5 minus the charges, and then 850 minus the commissions, which you can see here. But obviously we've only taken 3 trades, 2 wins, 1 loss. Obviously we're very happy about that. Yeah, very happy about that. This actually says that this was just 1 trade, but I assure you I did open more than 1 position. Maybe it's just because it was in a short space of time, I'm not really sure. But as you've already seen from my trades being above, I'm just going to share them one more time for the whole week, just to show you that it is exactly the same. And just to be as transparent as I can. So there you go, plus 1774. Obviously we need to make 4,000 to do it, so we've got about another 4.5% to make. Obviously in the coming weeks we'll hope to achieve that relatively easily. We've got to make our 5 trading days, but obviously if we make the profit and we've got trading days left, we will still trade just very small micro lots just to meet the trading days. But anyway guys, that's it for this week. I'll be back next week to break down next week's trades. If you've got any questions or anything, please do leave it in the comment section. But obviously, if you want to follow everything that's happening and when it's happening, please follow me on Insta. You'll find the link below in the description, as I said before. And yeah, let's go from there. And I'll see you in the next one.